The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
There we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with Hill. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. Jackson now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Step Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Going to run again here with Pollard. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Get wide.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. He was looking that time for Stills.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
To throw again on second down. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 42. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Shift. Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge. Check. Let's go. Run.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
I got him. Put it down. Boy, tight to the right. Move. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 34. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Jackson now. This will be caught by Brown. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
I got you, boy.
Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll buy some time right. Snead's got it. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Well, they do get 5 there, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. This time Jackson will throw it over the middle here to Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Jackson, an incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. 4th down, here's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
They'll look to throw.
Got four down.
Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Cooks. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
17 yards. And the Texans.
Now it's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
That's Stills bringing it in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. Watson now to throw. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Tony Pollard with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. This is taken at his 4.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He's back to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Texans, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.